Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Kim. I want to be making a tag with you guys today, and what I'm wanting to do is I'm trying to add more layers to my journals and also to my tags and things. So I thought maybe we could just make a tag together. And I want to make it for this journal. And I'm using Lenny's Paper Crafts. I think that's the name of it. I'll link it all down below. But first, I want to make it for this journal that I'm working on. And this is just a plain piece of cardstock, pink. And I never measure anything, and I may should. But what I want to do first is just kind of tear some of this off, and we'll get those edgings around it. Like I said, I'm just kind of measuring, eyeballing it. I'll use the same thing for over here. Using my little tear ruler. You guys can cut straight or whatever you'd like. Okay, so let me take this back over here, and I'll just put this kind of here for measurements. And this will have to go in a pocket, so I may even need to cut it down just a bit more, because this is for a tall, skinny journal. I'm just trying to build up a tag instead of just having like one plain tag. I want it to be thicker and more layers and things to it. Okay, so now we've got that. And you don't have to have fancy tools. What I'm going to do is do like this. And then just cut it. Maybe I do want it to be the same. Let's try this. I'm not sure how this is going to look. Kind of try to do that on that diagonal. Like so. And you can put your hole here. Okay, so this is some paper that I've already used. And I've got this out. This is one of her fussy cut elements. And I may even have to tear this down, but maybe not. I think that'll be okay, actually. But I do want to tear some of this off. Before I do that, I think I want to use this side, the bigger side, so that'll just give it just a little bit more difference. And tear this off. You need it a little bit thinner than what I have here. Let's see. How is this looking? Uh-oh, get that out of the way. Kind of want it to go like this, maybe. Like I said, just adding some elements to this. Well, not that, some different things. A music page would look good. Anything like that. And let's go down another side. I'm thinking this side though. I want these layers to be able to show off a little bit. Try that. Pop this off a little bit. That out of the way. Let's see, I'm going to end up not having anything if I keep on trying to get it straight, though. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, just kind of layering it up a little. I like this. I do think that I will cut this down just a little bit. And I'm not going to use my tear ruler. I'm just going to go around like this, like it kind of already is. Just follow those little edges. Try to keep some of the numbers on there. Like so, because okay, now I want to add, I'm thinking maybe a white. You can go ahead and ink your edges if you'd like. A lot of people use the pink. This has some brown in it, so I think that I'm going to use my Distressing the Gathered Twigs and just go around this so this white isn't showing real quick. And it kind of blends in with that paper. And I think just a little bit through here too. Trying to give it that little vintage vibe we got going on for older looking stuff. Okay, so we've got this and this, but I'm going to go ahead and glue this down because I do want to add maybe like some tulle or some kind of see-through fabric. Like I said, just eyeballing it. Okay, like that. Let me see if I want to use some white or some pink. I'm not real sure. This may be a little too pink. Got cloth all over it. Let's see. Uh-oh. Okay, so we've got this. And see how that gives that? I like that look. And then we've got this lighter pink, which may be even better. So I'm kind of thinking, let me try the white real quick. If I can find it. I may not have any white. But I do have this little glitter stuff, which may be cute. Ah, that looks pretty. I think we'll use the glitter. And I've got some pinking shears that I can cut this off. I do like that glitter. It looks really cute. So this is what I'll use. Okay. Now I want to cut this down. So let's see, I may have should have cut it a little bit longer, but that's okay. Because I want to add some lace too, so it doesn't really matter. So let's cut this down. Try not to get... Probably have to go back and cut a little bit better than what this is, but that's okay. No worries. See what this is looking like. It's kind of slanted, but okay, so we've got that. And like I said, I can always go back and trim off. Okay, so let me get my Fabri-Tac out. That one's closed up. Let me see if I can find my... I know I had some sitting around here. Here we go. Alright. Here's this. I just put it around the edges right. Ugh, that's a little bit too much. I can blot that off a little bit. Kind of put that around the edges. Sit that there. Let me get this where it's gluing on. I'm just kind of going around and blotting it with my fingers a little bit. And we're going to go back and trim it, so it won't be a big deal. At all, really. My little thing keeps falling off the baby tree, so I'm kind of liking this. And I'm thinking maybe even add a little cheesecloth. But I want it really, really, let me cut a little piece off. I'm not sure if I want it all over or just a little bit. Let's look and see what this looks like. Let's have that going this way, maybe. Now I got to stick this on while the glue was still damp. I do like that. Do you think I ought to cut it down even just a little bit more? I'm thinking so. Let's go ahead. Just kind of going with this same little edging here. Like it already is. I could have used another little, yeah, I like that better. That way you can see the edges kind of on one side anyway. Just go around that just a little bit. Okay, so I can go ahead and glue this down. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac because I have fabric on here, and it may hold a little bit better. Around those edges, like so. And okay, so I've got this so far, and I am liking it, but I want to add some more things to it. So, let's see, and it's kind of bowing up, but you can always, after it dries, is put it between some books so it will lay flat. So we've got a lot going on here. Okay, so now, I think I want to add, I'm really big into using these fabric strips right now. And I'm thinking about doing a little ruffle. And somebody in a group, Shabby Chic Journal group, had asked about how to make ruffles. So this is one way. And you can also sew them with a sewing machine. But if you don't have a sewing machine, this is a great way to make them. And then you just kind of pull it to get some of that fraying. And make sure you, if you want to use it this way, make sure you have enough to scrunch up. So make it just a little bit, maybe double the size. And I'm thinking I may make this even. Well, I think it'll be okay like that. So we'll go ahead and do it like that. You can use your hot glue. Let's use our hot glue on this one. So I'll start here. If my glue is going to come out, I may have to get another. I want to take its sweet time. That's a big glob there. Let's put it like that. And then I'll go right here and start it like so. And then just go ahead and squinch it up like this. And if you have some left over, you can always just cut it off. See how that just makes a little ruffle. Go ahead and get this right here maybe. And then go back. See how that's not sticking? I don't think I got enough glue there. You can always go back and fix it however you like. I got this little nose tip one. I think I'm going to have to go back to my regular one. And it absolutely does not have to be perfect because I want to go ahead and lay something right here also. Let me see. I think this may be pretty. And I think it may go with these kind of. Like so. I like that. I think that's pretty. So let me cut it and we'll add that little piece. Look how pretty. So pretty. So I think I will. Let's just use our Fabri-Tac for this. Maybe a bit much, but that's okay. Let's lay that there. Getting glue everywhere. That is This may take just a little bit to dry, so make sure it's on there. And now I want to decide on, I think I'm going to use this. I feel like something's missing here. I don't know. I think maybe I'll make a big enough bow that it really won't matter. So what I want to go ahead and do is I'm going to use this one and punch a hole. Okay, I can't see. Uh-oh. Right here, like so. Try to get it in the middle as best as I can. And then I'm going to take some of this tulle and thread it through like this. And we're going to make a bow. You don't have to make a bow, but I think it'd be pretty. And I think I need something here because this bow, the double bows, I'm not too sure of. So, but we're going to go ahead with that. I think I'll find me a little charm. Let me see what I have. I don't have any little pink stuff, really. Maybe a clear star. I think this little pink pearl might be pretty. I think I will put that there. I'll put a little dab of glue. Like so. And there you go. And I'm going to add stickles to it, and I'll show you the finished project. But that is one way to create a tag that has some dimension and layers and things. And you can keep adding things to it. All right. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you watching. And until next time, bye-bye.